Just perception is everything. This guy has a company, and I've seen him partnered up with a couple hard money lenders, and I assumed that this guy had like this massive like company. I mean, he would rent out like country music halls, like dancing halls, and they would have like food and dance, line dancing, drinks. Like I heard that his parties were great. That's why I never went, because I don't know how to act. No.
Facts.
Yeah. But I heard that the guy threw great parties, and I just assumed that this guy was like an older gentleman, maybe an oil and gas guy, because he was throwing a lot of money around. And, I just, some of those guys come from other industries. Young Hispanic guy, is 42 years old, killing it, But the point of that was that he said, man, all I did that year was waste money. All those events, all I did was waste money. I was like, bro, I gave my team 1 year. I gave them like, I'm going to give y'all 12 events. We'll do one a month. This is our budget. This is where we go. Right. I think by like month 8, I was ready to pull the plug.
Yeah.
I would say by month 6, I wanted to pull the plug, but just because I said I'd given the year commitment, I was like, all right,
We're dropping between 6 and 7, 5 and 7 a month.
Yeah, it was just it got really expensive really quick, and that was the way we were doing in our office and trying to cut costs. I couldn't imagine what this guy was throwing together, and just a huge waste of time. So I do think, and I say this often, this is one of the biggest things that I say all the time. I think networking within your industry is, if you have nothing to offer, it's not a recommended like thing. Right? Like you're in beauty. You should probably come to some real estate ones, except they're broke and never want to pay. But no, no shots at my fellow realtors. Y'all know y'all be negotiating. But no, like I would go to other industries and go to their networking events, get to know them. I wouldn't go to I wouldn't go to a realtor event. I mean, what do I need to go meet other realtors for? I need to go meet clients. I need to go people. I need to go meet potential business opportunities. I'm going to events now, 15 years after being in this business. Why? Because now I want to hire other realtors, or now I want to hire, I want to connect with other business. Some of these people we've just had like fake beef online, and we haven't really seen each other. And when we see each other, it's like, I know that they're going to be there, and I'm showing up just to, hey, you see me, I see you, like what's going on. And then it's all love and we move on. So I'm always going there for a purpose. I'm not, and I would never go as a new agent with no value to give. What are we doing there?
And I think that's one of the problems, we have a few realtors that are every single event, right? And it's like, well, what are you doing? Where I'm networking. What are you networking for? Well, I could get to know people. Okay, to get to know people for what? And it's like you go down that rabbit hole, and they never really have a solid answer for you. Hey, well, I'm going there to find buyers. Well, there's no buyers. There's a bunch of realtors. Oh, I'm going there to find other people that can help me, in my industry. Well, that's what your broker and your sales manager and, the president of the company are for. They're here to train you and show you how to sell homes, right? You don't need any of that, So yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a different market right now. It's really changed. But I think that, I keep saying, right, that I see markets change, right, and that's why I'm not scared. I've seen this coming. I've been telling everybody this is coming, but it just kind of brings me back to 2006, 2007. There were so many foreclosures, so many homes, right, and I was kind of bound by the amount of money that I was making at the time, right, because my money did kind of, it dwindled down a little bit while I was adjusting myself. And I remember that I was buying houses, for $50,000, $40,000. I even ended up buying a house for like 30 something thousand, and I remember at the time, right now you look at it in hindsight, right? How they say hindsight is 2020, right? You look at it in hindsight, you're like, man, I should have, bought more. I should have done this. I should have done that. But I remember at the time I was scared. I was taking a risk buying all these houses. I sold my Rolex, I was mortgaging, my house. I was borrowing from Peter to pay Paul. I was doing undisclosed raps with $2-3 grand. I mean, I was literally all in whenever this happened. And I, it all paid off for me when the market shifted and has given me, the flexibility that I have now. So right now, right, as scary as they may be to some people, or how some people feel like, things have changed. Right now is the time to get into that space, right? And so you need to figure that space out. Well, how do you figure that out? Well, you get with people who have actually been through a recession, who have been through a mortgage meltdown, who have been through that type of, whenever there's issues happening, right? When market shifts, market changes, right? You don't go with the guy that was, doing TikToks, or the brokerage that opened up during COVID. That broker is or team leader is just as confused as you. Right. And then on top of that, they have ego to go with it, so it's tougher for you to get any kind of information from them. You're going to drown with them,
Yeah. I will join the TikTok broker, though. I think TikTok's the future. And if you have success on TikTok, come recruit me.
What did you learn from going to networking event?
She said that Vick don't know how to act.
I learned to leave early.
Yeah, definitely. Realtor events, leave early.
No, I mean, it was actually like my probably first ever like networking event that I've been in the in the 3.5 years that I've been in the business. And it was interesting to see. I was, curious and wanted to see how, like, I guess these events are handled, like what type of crowd they get. And I mean, my first impression is that most of the people that was there, it's like, the weekly goers to these events. Everybody like knew each other in there, and the people that was like hosting or holding like the events know who's there every week and who's like the new face that is in there. I feel like honestly, even though like you're not like approached by all of them, they definitely pay attention to who's the newer face that is going, because I feel like they're paying attention on, hey, like something is happening or something is going on, because a newer face is coming in to see, like, I guess at least on what they're doing. But it was not definitely something that I would like to be there every week, not even every other week. The only probably reason or way that I put myself into this type of events is to just like show support to other people that is other colleagues or something that is in the same industry as us, that obviously they have shown support, which is the only reason that I was in this event in the first place. Somebody that had been in the podcast here with us invited us, and I was like, hey, well, they show support to us. It's something reciprocal.
Yeah.
And I think it's something really beneficial also for our business in particular, that whenever you have that partner that is showing your support, I mean, I think it's really important as well, for you to be reciprocal and show that support back to them. Other than that, I wouldn't go back to another like networking event.
Yeah.
Yeah, in my opinion, I feel like a lot of those realtor networking events ends up being like the realtor's local dive bar. They go just because everybody knows them there. It's just like, because they're always got to be everywhere, right? So those events, that's where they build their community.
One more thing. One thing that I did see, and I think I had mentioned it to you or Vick, that it's kind of sad in a way that newer realtors go to this type of events, that they're lost and they don't know, basically what they're doing. They're just trying to go there to find answers.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great, place for, I guess, to recruit somebody that is like really, really trying to seek help.
Yeah. They're going there to look for something that their brokerage isn't
Yes.
providing.
Yes.
Which is why, respectfully, I tell my realtors, like, you shouldn't be out there. We have the answers for you here. There's nothing, that they have that we don't. And if there's something that we don't know, we'll put you with people that can guide us in the right direction. Other than that, my managers, building relationships, things like that. But as a new agent, unexperienced, like I said, you have to bring value. Go out there and bring value. Don't waste people's time. I respect people's time. I want to do good business. I don't want my newbie agents wasting time, wasting space, getting free food, getting free drinks. You see my newbie agents out there not closing deals at your events, call us. Let me know. Snitch on them like you do their parents. I'll pull up.
You got one newbie agent out there, bro. You got to go get him.
I know it. I'm a reel him in. Do you go to networking events?
I do not. I've heard really bad stuff about them.
Oh, what? Like what?
Like it's all about trying to date
Oh.
and drinking.
Real
and,
estate events?
Yeah, I
Oh.
dated someone in real estate.
Oh, yeah? What's his name?
I don't want to expose him.
Dang.
Oh, he was married?
No. His name is.
She said, I don't want to expose him. Who?
Rufino Covarrubias.
Damn, last name at all.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's a pretty
Short.
unique last name. Dang, short.
Really short.
Wow.
Full description, last name, government. What is the last four of the
Picture
social?
too. Do you want to see that?
I'm assuming.
Hey, do you
I'm
have the
assuming-
license plate?
Yeah.
I'm assuming that things didn't end well.
Can you use that in a sentence? No.
That's terrible. We're gonna invite him next week to the podcast.
Right?
Look him up.
And then
He's
hear
actually on the
his version?
schedule.
Look,
Yeah.
he's on the schedule for next week. Hey, hold on. Do estheticians not have events?
No, we don't.
Bro, you should start setting events up.
Yeah, let's start doing esthetician events.
Okay.
I'm
Where
down.
Yeah,
You're right.
but you got to get free Botox and
What
free.
is it? Oh, you do Botox? You do all that?
No, I want to pursue that.
Oh.
The doctor I work for on Fridays, he does that.
Oh, okay.
So
What
I'm
do you,
trying to learn from him first.
and you do facials?
For now, yes.
Okay.
All medical grade and just regular facials.
What makes them medical grade versus a regular one?
Because they're more intense. So you puncture the skin with medical grade facials.
Got it.
You can do severe damage with medical grade.
Ah.
I've never done that.
Oh.
I took the safe route.
It sounds
but
like you're speaking from experience.
Yeah, that's on it.
You can do some damage if you're not careful. Don't go by those.
Yeah, that's on it. How do you spell Rufino?
I was looking it up. It says no license showed up. Do the last name. Do the
Damn,
last
this
name.
is looking about Treg now.
I was trying to
is
circle back to
terrible.
that.
You were actually the first person that has ever named somebody on here.
Oh, I will
Dang.
name
I
it.
like that.
No, we're in good terms though.
So
We
he
are.
said he used to
And
go over there
he's
to try and find other dates.
It's Covarrubias with a B or a V?
You're really
Let's
looking this
we're
man up.
going to we're gonna save that cheeseman for after the podcast.
Right?
So
Damn, Flor found them already.
yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and exit out. I'm gonna go ahead and let you exit out first, Astrid. Let them know where they can find you and what you do again.
Yes.
That way, if they need your services, they can contact you.
Okay, so again, my name's Astrid. I'm a medical esthetician. I perform facials, medical grade, any chemical peels, microneedling, just regular buccal massages on the face. And my Instagram is Skin Deep Aesthetics. And my telephone number is 832-803-8711.
Dang. My name is Victorino Cortez. I'm the president here of Alliance K Realty. We are hiring. You can call me at 832. No, I'm just kidding.
Get a free facial with every hiring.
Right?
Look me up on Instagram at Real Presidente.
Oh, I'm Nate Valderas. I'm the master broker here for Lionsgate Realty. You can find me at Better Call Nate on all my social media outlets.
I'm Flor Velasquez with Lionsgate Realty. You can find me on all my social medias. Flor Velasquez Realtor. If you're looking for land or a ranch, I got you.
And I am Jovani Frank. You can find me on Instagram as Selling East of Houston. I'm your host here at HBR. You can find us live every single Thursday on YouTube. If you are interested and you are a business owner and coming onto the podcast, feel free to reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to schedule you in. Until next time.